Huh. Again? This is becoming problematic, don't you think? What are you doing back out here? You can't tell me it's just for the moon and stars this time. That won't work on me a second time. Didn't even work on me the first time. What's bothering you? As nice as that does sound in retrospect, I don't even think jumping from this height would kill you. You'd have to land very precisely, and even then that's a hassle. Plus, I wouldn't let it happen. So it's a pretty dumb place to try to kill yourself. Just thought I'd let you know. Sure. I mean, you're free to try. I won't stop you if that's what you want to do, but I will be sure to save you. Trust me, you can land a million of different ways. You can try on your head. You'd be lucky, maybe. You might crack your skull. Maybe break your spine. But you also have the possibility of being paralyzed. And I mean, if you land any other way, at best you might break a few bones. Trust me, I've seen people try. And by seeing people try, I mean me. It's not worth it. Especially not here. Especially not in this world. You're better off making your life useful before you die. You know. Like a respectable death. I know that's messed up to say, but it's better to die at the hands of a demon than to do it by yourself. At that point, you'd just be too weak for this world, and I know you're better than that. You're far better than that. And that's not just my 2 cents to get you to stop this suicidal rant of yours. Trust me, I've been there. It's a pretty dark place, actually. Yeah, I'm sure you know. The first time I sat up here, alongside someone, it was Tanjiro, if you will. And there's always one thing that would stick with me. I never had been one to be smelt out before, but he knew I was angry. No matter the smile on my face, no matter the tone of my voice, he knew that deep down inside I was angry. So angry. Don't get me wrong, I want to see every demon suffer for everything they've put me through. And when I lost Kanae, I thought I couldn't go on either. I didn't even think. I didn't want to go on. There's a difference between thinking and wanting, but I'm sure you already know that. Listen, Butterfly. I know it's dark, and I know it's hard, but there's no reason to kill yourself. I know you've probably heard it from a lot of different people, depending on if you've tried this before, but it doesn't change anything. The only thing that happens is that you die. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I know that's what you want, but what's the point in it? That's something you have to ask yourself, and I know time and time again, you've been at that point where you'll just say, oh, I don't care. I don't care what'll happen when I die. I don't care enough. And yeah, it's pretty fair. Like I said, I've been down that road too. I know what it's like to say that you don't care. But in actuality, you do care. Maybe you like to tell yourself that you don't, but you do care. It's why you think about suicide before actually doing it. It's why a lot of people tend to hesitate before actually going through with killing themselves. A lot of the time they're scared. Death is a pretty scary thing. Well, I've lost my fear for it. A lot of people still have it. It's rather common. Yeah. No, you can't fool me. I see it in your eyes. I know you. I've known you. Albeit it's only been for a short while, but you can't hide things from me, Butterfly. It's just not possible anymore. I don't even think it was possible in the first place. Yeah. So, no. I'm gonna sit up here with you and supervise you till you go back down. Whether you need supervision or not, you're getting it. You just told me that you were suicidal, did you not? Yes, I did. Even if a jump from this height doesn't kill you, well, I can't exactly have you doing something stupid. Who the hell's gonna have to patch you up? While I trust all my lovely girls in there, I would personally tend to you. And it seems more troublesome, to be quite honest with you. 'Cause you wouldn't succeed. No, we're not betting. You're not going to jump. Stop. I know, but you just can't. Yes, I understand, but no matter the argument you put forth, it's not worth it. What are you really going to accomplish? You're just gonna end up dead. Because of what? A stressful life. A few challenges in your way. Did someone hurt you? Did I hurt you? Okay. I gotta check all the bases, dear. So it is a problem with someone. And something. Okay. Listen, I get the world that we live in isn't great. I mean, demons walk around every waking hour. I'm surprised we're even safe in the Butterfly Mansion sometimes, but luckily the wisteria keeps everyone away. Even so, we can never be too certain. But I get it. This world does suck. I've lost plenty of people. Everyone in this mansion has lost people. Families, loved ones, sisters. There's not a day that goes by that I don't wish that I could have joined my sister in death. Just like yourself, I was terribly suicidal. Nothing more. She died in my arms. I really wish I could have joined her. But no. She told me that I need to keep smiling. I need to be the reason that all of these girls have someone to look up to. And that's exactly what I'm going to be. And if you need that too now, then I'm there for you too. You're not going anywhere, Butterfly. Not on my watch. Suicide is a selfish thing. And I know that it's selfish on both parts to sit here and tell you, beg for you to keep yourself alive for the sake of other people when you don't want to keep going on, but nothing happens after death. You just die. You're put into the ground, and that's that. There's nothing in that. There's no honor, there's no glory. Self-righteous behavior at best. It's selfish. Suicide is a selfish thing. Yeah, I know you don't care. No one does. I didn't care either when I tried. And let me tell you, I have 6 attempts under my belt. Ask the girls. I put them through hell. Ask Mitsuri. I wish I could take away everything that I did. Everything that I put everyone through, but it doesn't work like that. You can't just go back in time and switch the clocks. I can never take away what everyone saw. All the blood. Everything. And let me tell you, succeeding is a hell of a lot better than surviving. Surviving, you have to deal with the aftermath. It's a hell of a lot harder to live than it is to die. And I'm sure you know that, and I'm sure you've heard that. And I understand. When I tell you that you're not alone, I hope you can hear me through all of this not caring. Because trust me, I didn't care either. But you're gonna learn to care one way or another. Now, it's not to say that you don't have a choice, because you do. I could leave, I could go to bed tonight, and you could just come right back here and jump off the roof if that's what you really want. But, a word of advice, taking your katana to your throat would be easier. Taking it anywhere, really. Well, at least you can laugh about it. That's something. There's nothing wrong with you. This is just the life that we're forced to live. It's not like we asked for it. We didn't ask to be born. But you just learn to make the best out of it, whether you want to or not. It's sort of how it is. Yeah. Well, there's no point in leaving now. Not with everything you've accomplished, all the demons you've killed, and plenty more. You're doing great things, and I hope you always know that. And I know maybe I don't say it enough, but I'm proud of you. Everyone in the court is proud of you. You're turning out to be a fine Hashira. I couldn't be more proud to stand beside you. It's an honor sometimes. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't like to humble people, but sometimes you need it. Sometimes you need someone to tell you that you're doing good. To know that it's worth going forward. And I know maybe lowly compliments and hearing how proud someone is of you isn't enough, and trust me, I understand. Time and time again, and I'll tell you one final time, I've been where you are. It gets better, and if it doesn't get better, you get better. The scenario will always change, the world will keep going on, but out of everything, you learn how to deal with it. You make your life what you want it to be. Life is what you make it. And that will always be one of my favorite quotes. No matter what life throws at you, you always have a choice. Even if it doesn't feel like it. Even if it feels like there's no way out. No matter what, there's always a choice. Just like right now. You had the choice to kill yourself. I told you that you could have jumped right off of this roof if that's what you had desired. And I would have stood here and watched. I've seen it a dozen times. I wouldn't have stopped you. If that was truly what you wanted, then that so be it. Even so, I would have sat there, and I would have patched you up. And I would have looked you straight in the eye and had said, well, that was fucking stupid of you. You think I'm joking. You know, one of my second attempts, Kanae had been alive at that time. Trust me, I've been suicidal for a while. It doesn't go away. You learn to get better, but the thoughts, the urges, they just become menial after a while. They get lighter, but they're always going to be there. But my second attempt, I was in the infirmary. Kanae came in. She sat there, she took my hand, and she looked me straight in the eye. And she said I was terribly stupid to do such a thing. Mind you, everyone remembers my sister as the most beautiful being. And truth be told, she was. Kind-hearted, caring. I loved her more than anything. Losing her, it stung. But hearing such words from her, from someone I loved, it hits different. She didn't cry. She didn't say anything. She told me it was stupid and silly, and we went about our lives. It's sort of a testament. It goes to show that even if you were to kill yourself, the world would move on without you. It's not like you're making a statement, you're just taking your life. You're taking something that was given to you. Maybe you don't want it, and that's fine, but learn to want it. If you're not gonna live for yourself, maybe live for someone else. And that's selfish on itself, I know, but if you can't live for yourself, just live for someone else for a little while until you learn how to live for yourself. Because I promise you, it's so worth it. The world is a beautiful place, and I'm sure you know that. I mean, look. Look at everything. Look around. The faint breeze, the stars, the moon, the beautiful smell of wisteria, how the petals dance in the wind. You wouldn't be able to see this if you were dead. My voice, you would never hear that again. And I know you like hearing it. Come here, butterfly. I know it's hard. But thank you. I'm proud of you. You're vulnerable, and it's not easy to keep living. But when you feel like this again, I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm always open if you need to talk. Alright? No matter what. I'll be right here for you. I'm your biggest supporter. Your lover. And I love you, butterfly. Keep fighting. Together, you and I. We'll take out every demon in this world, mental or physical. We'll have our perfect world someday. One without pain. One without suffering. But until then, I need you to promise that you'll make it there with me. Just like you, I don't want to be alone in this. So promise me, butterfly. We've got this, alright? You and me. Thick as thieves. Thank you. God, thank you. We've got this, butterfly, okay? I love you. Stay strong. For me. And most importantly, for yourself.